The tech world just got shaken to its core because Apple's M5 MacBook Pro leaks have exploded across the internet, and what's being revealed might completely redefine how we think about laptop performance, design, and raw creative power. This isn't just another predictable upgrade, it's a major leap into the future of personal computing. Imagine a MacBook that doesn't just perform faster, but actually thinks faster. One that predicts your workflow, adapts to your habits, and delivers performance so seamless that it feels alive, almost like a digital extension of your mind. That's the promise of the new Apple M5 MacBook Pro, and from what we've seen in the latest leaks, Apple has gone far beyond what anyone expected in 2025. Let's start with the heart of this machine, the M5 chip itself. Built on TSMC's cutting-edge 3nm architecture, this chip is rumored to feature a 10-core CPU, split into 4 high-performance cores and 6 efficiency cores, delivering up to a 20% boost in CPU speed compared to the M4. But here's where things get wild. Early benchmark leaks show that the GPU could be up to 35% faster, pushing graphics performance into a territory previously dominated by dedicated desktop GPUs. For video editors, 3D artists, and content creators, this means buttery smooth rendering, faster exporting, and zero lag even when handling 8K timelines or complex multi-layer compositions. The neural engine has reportedly been supercharged as well. Some insiders claim Apple's AI performance has nearly doubled, allowing on-device generative AI tools that don't just react, but anticipate what you're about to create. Picture Final Cut Pro editing itself while you sip coffee, or Logic Pro composing background harmonies based on your last session. This is Apple's vision of the new creative frontier. And yet, despite all this internal power, Apple has managed to squeeze even more battery life out of the M5 architecture. The 14-inch MacBook Pro is said to last up to 24 hours on a single charge, making it the longest-lasting pro-grade laptop ever built by Apple. Reviewers who got early hands-on sessions describe it as a portable workstation that refuses to quit. And that's exactly the kind of phrase that excites professionals who live on the go. Now about the design. If you were hoping for a radical redesign, Apple seems to be playing the long game here. The chassis reportedly remains the same sleek aluminum unibody we've come to know from the M4 generation, but don't let that fool you. Beneath the surface, subtle refinements make a real difference. The display is now said to hit peak brightness levels approaching 1,200 nits with better HDR handling and improved anti-reflective coating, making visuals pop even in bright daylight. Rumors also suggest Apple has experimented with micro-LED prototypes, but those might be saved for the M6 generation expected in 2026. The keyboard and trackpad feel unchanged, but insiders mention quieter key actuation and a more responsive haptic layer. Apple isn't reinventing the design here, it's perfecting it, tightening the details in ways that users feel subconsciously, not visibly. Speaking of details, the SSD in the M5 MacBook Pro is allegedly up to twice as fast as before, and that's not just marketing talk. Leaked speed tests show transfer rates crossing the 10 GBs mark, something that even some desktop PCs can't touch. Combine that with unified memory bandwidth improvements, and the M5 platform feels like a rocket ship under your fingertips. But what's really stirring conversation across Reddit threads and tech forums is Apple's new AI integration. Sources claim that Apple Intelligence, its new system-wide AI framework, is deeply woven into macOS Sequoia and the M5 chip architecture itself. That means tasks like summarizing notes, rewriting emails, generating images, and even creating presentation slides could happen instantly, locally, without the need for cloud servers. Privacy, speed, and creativity? Apple is trying to own all three at once. And that's precisely why analysts are calling the M5 MacBook Pro Apple's smartest laptop ever. But as always, not everything is perfect. The biggest complaint so far is the lack of a major design change. Many fans expected a thinner body, an edge-to-edge OLED screen, or even a Face ID notch removal, but none of those materialized, at least not yet. Insiders believe those upgrades are being held for the M6 MacBook Pro, which could debut late 2026 with a brand new form factor. So the real question is, should you upgrade now or wait? If you're using an older Intel-based MacBook or even an M1 or M2, the M5 MacBook Pro will feel like a time machine jump forward. Faster, cooler, smarter, and much more energy efficient. But if you already own the M4, the upgrade might feel subtle. Performance gains of 10 to 20% aren't revolutionary, though AI improvements could make your daily workflow noticeably smoother. Early reviews from tech sites like MacRumors, Cult of Mac, and The Verge all echo the same sentiment. The M5 MacBook Pro is a powerful evolution, not a revolution. Yet what's interesting is how Apple positions this model. It's less about raw horsepower and more about intelligence, balance, and longevity. And that's what gives this machine its magic. For professionals in video production, coding, or graphic design, the combination of ultra-fast SSDs, stronger GPU, and smarter AI cores could mean a tangible boost to productivity, saving hours each week. On the other hand, for everyday users or students, it's overkill, but the best kind of overkill. And there's another angle: thermal efficiency. According to leaked teardown images, Apple redesigned the internal cooling system with a new vapor chamber-style mechanism that keeps the chip cooler under heavy loads, resulting in quieter fans and sustained peak performance even during demanding sessions. This could be why early benchmarks show the M5 maintaining boost speeds longer than the M4. That means less throttling, smoother performance, and no sudden slowdowns when rendering or gaming. Speaking of gaming, yes, Apple is finally taking it more seriously. With Metal 3 optimization and developers like Capcom, Ubisoft, and Square Enix reportedly testing titles natively for macOS, the M5 MacBook Pro might actually become a viable gaming laptop for the first time in Apple's history. Titles like Resident Evil 4 Remake, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and No Man's Sky are rumored to run smoother than ever. And with Apple's Game Porting Toolkit 2.0, more developers are now embracing the platform. That's huge for anyone tired of Windows but still craving top-tier visuals. Another rumor circulating is the potential for a M5 Pro and M5 Max chip lineup slated for early 2026, bringing up to 16 CPU cores and 40 GPU cores, basically desktop-class power in a portable shell. If that comes true, the 16-inch MacBook Pro could become the ultimate machine for Hollywood-grade production or AAA gaming on macOS. But even the base M5 is no slouch. Some leakers say its performance already rivals that of the M4 Pro, meaning Apple has effectively shifted the entire lineup upward in capability. That's a big deal for buyers because it means more value at the same price. Speaking of price, Apple seems to be holding steady. The 14-inch M5 MacBook Pro starts at $1,599 in the US, which might sound steep but keeps it competitive against high-end Windows Ultrabooks. And since Apple's resale value remains unmatched, many users see it as a long-term investment rather than a simple purchase. Pre-orders opened in mid-October 2025, with official deliveries starting October 22nd. As for colors, Space Black is still the star of the show, with rumors suggesting a new Titan Gray finish could appear later in 2026. Ports remain the same: HDMI, SD card slot, and MagSafe, but Thunderbolt 5 support is rumored for future models. What's fascinating, though, is how Apple is subtly pivoting its marketing language. Instead of talking just about speed or battery life, it's emphasizing words like intuition, adaptivity, and intelligence. It's clear Apple wants us to see the M5 MacBook Pro not merely as a faster machine, but as a thinking companion, a bridge between human creativity and machine precision. And in a year where AI dominates headlines, that message lands perfectly with both creators and professionals who want tools that enhance their ideas without replacing them. But beneath all the hype and leaks, there's one undeniable truth. Apple has mastered the art of incremental evolution. They build products that don't always shock, but always polish, refine, and perfect until the experience feels almost invisible. Just you and your work, nothing in between. And that's exactly what the M5 MacBook Pro delivers: invisible power, visible results. Whether you're editing films in 4K, composing music in Logic Pro, running complex code in Xcode, or just browsing on Safari, everything feels instantaneous. That's not marketing. It's engineering precision meeting real-world needs. So should you buy it? If you crave performance that doesn't compromise on battery, design that doesn't age, and an ecosystem that feels like home, then yes, the M5 MacBook Pro might just be your next dream machine. But if you're waiting for that revolutionary leap, for that moment Apple breaks its own mold, the next wave, M5 Pro,